Alright, who's ready to fall upwards with me? First of all, yeah, there's nothing that can be reflected back, so we can take that reflect ring off of Krill. That should be straightforward. Also, stealing Genji material off of Gilgamesh should be a must. I'm waiting to save my Fuma Shurikens for the actual ExDeath fight. Or Neo ExDeath specifically. Why? Oh, I made that mistake last time. Back attack. How rude. Take what? Oh, that was dirty. I think that's the only time in this run I've ever manipulated to get a locking up. I don't know why that is. I mean, I can guess. It probably has something to do with these, I mean, the emulation and the streaming on the same device. I don't know. I never had this happen on my previous laptop. Never. And it's only been the last couple of streams. I mean, this computer is under warranty. He'd have to take it back in less than a month. Check something before we fight ExDeath. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We never got the magic lamp. I don't think it's going to matter. I think we can... I've just never really had to use it before. That would have been cool. But that's alright. Whatever. We got this. EO ExDeath. I need to check out their weaknesses real quick. So... Is it front? Okay. Okay, see now my browser's acting stupid. It wants to act like it doesn't know what search is. There we go. I wonder if that's why, if my browser's just killing this. Okay. I wonder if I can skip throw for him. I honestly want to try another no 750. I felt like I learned a lot this time, perhaps a bit too much. But again, I wonder if Ninja makes this broken. Otherwise, we may have to try a completely different strategy, you know? I'm mad that Tycoon didn't decide to show up. Oh, he does here. Okay, carry on. Or he doesn't. Maybe that's just at the end. There we go. Okay. He was important somewhere in the back of my mind. We're going to go back and save so that we don't have to experience that again in the event that we have to rerun. Alright, this is going to be special. I'm just going to be blowing through these Phoenix Downs in the first fight. Okay, look at a mug. No. Bump that. Listen, I am not drunk. The enemy selection in this last boss fight is not intuitive at all. Oh my god. There we go. I didn't think we would need more Fuma Shurikens, but... Nice, very nice, very nice. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. No Almagest. No Almagest, everyone. No Almagest. No Almagest. No Almagest. Can we just embrace that for a moment? Just embrace it. Embrace it. Okay. Alright, next up is Dragon. Yeah. Forget the laws of the universe. Will he survive it? Will she survive it? It's got no magic defense. Barely. Very nice. Right. Random status effects. Gem being one of them. Okay. Ugh, is that age? Very nice. Very nice. I think it's gonna go. It's gotta go soon. Nice, okay. So this battle has gone surprisingly well. Now here comes the complicated part. We have to kill these guys at almost the exact same time, or they're just going to start whooping up on us with level 3 spells. Wait, I can't throw any of these things? Alright, so we're out of throwable items. Aside from these. Just kidding. What is that? Oh, dancing dagger. Where's the dancing dagger at? How did I... I'm confused. Oh, it's just from the item menu that I saw that. Okay. Right. The Delta attack. With only 2. We ran into the last run. What am I doing? Alright. Hopefully this will be over soon. That was not very nice. Where's the thief knife? Can I not throw it? Alright, this is where things get spicy. Okay, nothing to throw? Let's try this. No, that's not exactly where the party is at. Wow, I just beat up on Ferris then. You're deader than dead. Oh, come on. It's always the miscalculation of this last of the four that throws it all off. Okay, so we were off by at least 10,000. That's nice. I'm almost afraid to do anything. I want to be jumping at the time it happens. There we go. No, 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 no. Jump, 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 jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Go. Bruh. Bruh. Plus vacuum wave, of course. Our timing has been whack. What's going on? There's a lot of dead people. Man, how much life does this thing have left? Plus the vacuum wave. Okay. First of all, since when did you have Almagest? Come on. This is like one of the most stressful parts of the game. What in the world? Yes, okay. Let's get ready to take that screenshot. Lord. That was more stressful than it needed to be. No, 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 no. Hold on. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I need to take a clean screenshot. And this is, my computer is being ridiculous right now. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so the rest of this is on autopilot. It's just me talking for the next 15 minutes. Several lessons learned in this run. I do kind of like the Kaiser Knuckle monk combo. I don't think Berserk was the right strategy. I always experiment with that even though I know it's a bad idea. Having the versatility of being able to select your next move, even if you do less damage overall, but we had some good luck with hitting the front on Berserk. So we turned out we had just enough Fuma Shurikens to do what we needed to do. Hermes sandals still appear to be broken on non-time mage runs. Getting 2 turns per round is just, I don't know, it's difficult to imagine fighting the last boss without having 2 turns per round. We were almost out of elixirs in Phoenix Downs in the end. That was interesting. Add a little bit of tension there. Over-prepared with the scrolls. I could have if I was grinding, I could have conceivably gotten close to out. They didn't really deal as much damage to the last boss as I thought they would, and I thought it would really balance out the damage. But still, the back was the holdout. I'm surprised that 2 out of my 4 party members survived Almagest. I wasn't expecting that at all. Usually that's a sweeper. That's why I was in such a rush to get rid of front. But having a Dragoon was nice. I didn't always miss all the things I thought I would miss. It's not like Final Fantasy IV where the Dragoon can be up in the air for like an indeterminate amount of time, or Final Fantasy Tactics. I mean, it's still indeterminate, but it's not like a super long period of time where you know you can avoid an attack. Like you saw me, I think, twice or 3 times in the last boss, where I jumped and still managed to get in the line of fire. I didn't get hit as much as I thought. So yeah, as usual, now I can't remember its name. Twintania. Twintania was interesting, as was Necrophobe. Now, part of that had to do with me being stuck on stupid. I really thought that having a reflect ring was going to be useful. In my mind, I remembered reflect being a thing. I just didn't remember why it was a thing. And it was because they had reflect, not me. So I'll have to sort out what my life priorities are if I want to try to cram out another run through Final Fantasy V. Before the end of 4-job Fiesta. There was a recent stream where halfway through well, let me rephrase. About halfway through the stream, I realized that my microphone wasn't on. So I'm not really sure how deep I went into this with the microphone on. But having gone through Final Fantasy V several times in the last few months, my relationship with this game has changed quite a bit. Still a lot I don't understand, or that I don't know. Some things I'm picking up on, like I don't need to use a guide so much or maps so much. And we had some really good drop luck as well as some good steal luck with the thief knife. that I wasn't expecting. Kind of sped things along a bit. We beat it in less than, what, 28 hours? So. And we were, I would say, slightly over leveled. I mean, you could tell things were still a bit of a challenge. And I managed to, my throwing items, I had just about enough. I could have stood to have a few more to knock back out, but overall it did kind of work out. So, I don't know. I liked it. I liked the challenge. It was different. Earlier I did mention wanting to go through a 750 challenge just to see. But magic users is so broken in this game. I would probably end up with something ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Let's say white mage. Like white mage, time mage. Bard and chemist. You know what I mean? Like, just my luck. Or I'll end up with dancer as usual. I really haven't messed, I feel like I haven't messed with chemist in a very, very long time. But I learned in a previous run that both black mages and summoners are broken in this game. Now, how to get through some of the physical side of the game, it really wasn't that big of a deal when I was playing with 4 black mages. But yeah, it would be absolutely broken if I got, like black mage, summoner. I don't know what would be. I mean, bard would be okay for buffs, I guess. And then I guess it really wouldn't matter. Like I said, I haven't messed with chemist so much. The other side of it too is upgrade versus assignment. Like, so the way that this has been played is that we can swap, right? Like, anything that you like, if you can switch between jobs if you want. Whereas, if played differently, and perhaps as intended, if instead I had, you have to pick all 4 as whatever you get for the first crystal, and then for the second crystal you can pick, out of the 3 that remain, you can pick 1 or more to be the second crystal job, and then when you get the third crystal job, of those that remain, you would switch or whatever. And then the 4th would be what it is. But then you just wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't be able to change jobs or switch abilities from that point. It just is what it is. I do wonder if that is the way that the upgrade challenge is supposed to work. I have to do some research into that, because my read of the upgrade is challenge is that every time you move to a crystal, you would upgrade your entire team to whatever that is, and you could use whatever abilities you had in the background at that time. But if I had done it just the way I described it, that would just make Krill the most versatile character, because she would have access to more abilities than anyone else. I don't know how I would feel about a beam of light being shot down and then Shazam. There's a whole bunch of flowers underneath me. That'd be kind of terrifying, to be honest. I mean, let's not talk about the rest of this game. This should be terrifying to anyone. But if I was just standing outside under the tree, a beam of light came down, a bed of flowers grew out from underneath me in a matter of seconds, and then dropped a half-dead body in front of me. You know what I'm saying? That would be a very interesting, like, cutscene to watch. Like full CGI. And as gimmicky as this game is with its job system, I would never expect to see a full reboot. It would be interesting to see what they went with the 3DS. They redid Final Fantasy 3, the NES game, which is basically the prequel to this game in terms of its overall structure. Job system is very, very close to identical. And I played through some of that. Never finished it. This was a while ago. But it's different. It's a different game. The mechanics have to be shifted a little bit to make things balanced. But I could see the problem with trying to make this into a more modern game. Like the more time I spend even just listening to the soundtrack for Final Fantasy VII and the amount of work they had to go into making that function, as well as the rest of the game, which is really more than just a remake. It's very much a remix. I mean, like the fact that you can fight Sephiroth and Genova in the first release raises questions about what the second release is going to be like. But like, how are you going to beat that exactly? Things to think about. But the more I listen to that and the work that went into that and some of the video snippets I've seen of it, as I was listening to it, I remember thinking to myself, they are never going to remake Final Fantasy VI. Like, it's never going to happen. Not like that. It's just too complex. The battle theme is not going to be as easy to kind of morph into anything. Like Final Fantasy VII kind of opened up the way for that in a way that Final Fantasy VI is very contained. Some of the mechanics are interesting. But if you tried to upgrade the game, you would have to retool a lot of that. And it was already unbalanced in the first place. So I think it would be pretty hard to get a good Final Fantasy V remake out. It kind of is what it is at this point. Like, this is basically a re-release. It does have some... It has some improvements, but it's not... It's definitely not remixed like Final Fantasy VII has been. Now we are reaching the conclusion of this stream soon. So it's worth reminding y'all, anyone that's watching this far, that the 4-Job Fiesta fundraising goal this year was, or the target was Planned Parenthood America, as a response to the Supreme Court ruling in favor of the state's right to choose whether or to what extent they support abortion rights instead of it being a national standard through Roe v. Wade. And for those outside of the United States, it probably sounds like a very strange thing, but for the most part, outside of the United States, even in industrialized countries like in Europe, you have these standards for abortion that are far more conservative than most of the so-called liberal states in the United States would approve. So it's one of those things that we've been so like hyper-focused on the United States and its relationship with abortion that we never thought to look around and look at our neighbors and see what they were doing or what their standards were. Like, we've never thought to propose, even like Democrats at the highest level, they've never thought to like put an embargo on a European country because they have such strict abortion rights. You know what I mean? Like, it's, the thought has never come across anybody's mind, like, wow, they're pretty radical, you know, in Europe. Let's boycott them when it comes to the issue of abortion. But now all of a sudden it's kind of turned up the heat. That's always, I guess it's always easier to see a problem when all of a sudden it's on your doorstep. But the reality is that we've never come into strong judgment against other countries that have stricter abortion laws than us, or we've never tried to invite people that can't get abortions in those countries to come to ours just so they could have an abortion. It's never been a public debate or public policy issue from an international standpoint. It's always been domestic. And so for that reason, it seems a little disingenuous to try to insert myself into such a confused and mangled public discussion, but knowing good and well that there are, you know, real human beings inside the United States and otherwise that are affected by this. It's not that I don't support many of the things that Planned Parenthood offers. It's the fact that donating to them is essentially it's a kind of a virtue signaling type thing that I don't want to participate in. So the last run I did donate $1 to Planned Parenthood. Honestly, it probably cost them about as much in processing fees as the actual donation itself. I donated what we'll say is approximately $12 to the developer of the software that allows you to hear both my voice and the music in the game from my computer. kind of links those two things together, and it's unique to the Mac operating system, so it's very helpful. It's $1 a month. I don't know how long that'll last, but I'm assuming 12 months. That would be nice. Up until at least the next 4-job Fiesta. It should be about 11 months from now. And then I donated $27 to the Cherokee Nation, but earmarked the gift for language development and education. So or preservation. For several reasons. One, I have been reading a book on the history of the Cherokee people, specifically in regards to the Trail of Tears. And being part Cherokee myself, I've kind of found myself coming more and more into contact with my own roots, things I like, things I don't, things that I've been completely ignorant of, and just understanding the messiness of just human history, even inside the United States. It's always been a mess. You think it's a mess now, it's been messier. I mean, like even like beyond the Civil War, it's been gross. On all sides, any side of any particular issue, it's been very messy. But understanding that language is a core part of preserving anyone's heritage. That's what I decided to support, especially because the last 4-job Fiesta did not have a tangible fundraising goal, so I just said I would set aside, $20 for that. So to make things all balance out, it was $1 for Planned Parenthood, $27 for the Cherokee Nation, and $12 essentially for the developers of the sound software. For this particular one, I had done some research. My local church is affiliated with what they call a crisis pregnancy center, which is basically like Planned Parenthood, but has no relationship whatsoever with OBGYNs that perform abortions. And that's to say nothing of my stance on abortion. I've discussed this in previous videos, but I do think it's going to be increasingly difficult for some of these support services to function because states like mine and others will have more restricted abortion rights, and so there's going to be more interest and more traffic in some of these local organizations, which basically function like the food pantry of pregnancy guidance, for people that don't otherwise have experience or resources needed to bring a child to term or to get the support that they need. So for this run, I'm apportioning out $20 to that local organization. It's called Hand of Hope, and I'll put a link to their website in the description. You can check them out if you want. So that being said, it's not clear to me what my next run will be, if it'll be Final Fantasy V or something else. I'm going to submit the completion for this, and then once that's validated, I'll make a decision from there, because I managed to get through this pretty quickly, surprisingly quickly. So I may be able to do the same and get another run in before 4-job Fiesta ends. At that point, I don't know what I'll be donating anything towards at that point, but I'm sure it'll come to me. Nevertheless, as always, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed with notifications, please make sure you do that, because I have the weirdest streaming schedule, which is non-existent. Just when I can get a minute, when I can get an hour or two in. I try to do that. Right now I'm basically full-time working third shift, so most of my streams are just going to be when people are not available to watch them, but that's okay. They'll still be up in playlists and things like that, if anybody's direly interested in in watching any of these. This is mainly for my benefit, to be honest. Of course, I appreciate those that watch these videos in part or in full, but I am a workaholic, and playing through these games is one way for me to kind of detach from work stuff, and personal things too, I suppose, but you may catch me ranting about both. So there's that. Again, thank you for watching. As you can see, it is the end. I'm not doing any post-game content. As many times as I've played Final Fantasy V, the GBA version, I've never actually gone through and gotten the last 4 jobs that they added to this game. They seem a bit broken, but then again, the final like extra dungeon or whatever also seems broken, and I just don't want to do it. But I enjoyed this. I learned a lot. Like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. All right, well, I look forward to the next one. Y'all be well.